Hello, this is Billy Joe. Welcome to my video. If you are a first-time viewer, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel. I hope at the end of this pick a card reading that you have chosen to subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell for future notifications. If you are a returning viewer, returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. I truly appreciate it. I love each and every one of you so much. So this pick a card reading, this is their perception of you. This is for however it resonates for you. If you're wanting to see how your coworkers view you, what their perception is of you, or maybe your peers, or it could be for your intended romantic interest, or maybe it's your significant other, your counterpart. But however you want this, just meditate on whoever that person is in your life that you'd like to know how they view you. What is their perception of you? So I have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is with this red hematoid quartz. Pile 2 is with the tree agate. And pile 3 is with this Andalusite. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Andalusite. So if you need more time to meditate or concentrate on what pile you want to pick, go ahead and pause the video now because I'm about to get started on pile number 1. Okay, those of you that chose option number 1 with the red hematoid quartz. Now the thing about red hematoid quartz is it's known as the fire quartz, and it's also known as the harlequin quartz. So this is excellent grounding. It's a stone that's good for that. You know, since it contains hematite, it transforms the negative into the positive, transmuting into pure universal light of love. It helps produce abundance of physical energy and vitality. It encourages positive actions. This is a stone of transformation. It balances mind, body, and spirit. Assists those in areas that are lacking self-worth and self-esteem. It's also useful for ADD and ADHD. So I like it because I think it's a vibrant, beautiful stone. I love vibrant stones. So, how is this person you're thinking of? What is their perception of you? So first we have Fortune's Wheel. And Fortune's Wheel, of course, the wheel, you know, that's a different way of putting the Wheel of Fortune, right? So they see you as someone who is very lucky, who things tend to work out for your good. You're also someone who is, when you're in someone's life, you are considered an abundant blessing in that person's life. We have let's see here. We have the Page of Water. The Page of Water, that's cups energy. Water is, you know, our emotions. And pages have to do with learning. You know, this is a youthful type energy. So this could be young love. This is a young, just starting like a friendship type, romantic interest, you know, just starting to notice each other. It could represent fresh, new emotions. Okay. And then we have the beautiful Sun card. So they see you as someone who brings positivity and a ray of light into their life. You are very illuminating. You're very conscientious of your actions and how your actions affect other people. You bring light and joy into people's worlds. I love the sunflowers on this because sunflower is one of my favorite flowers. Sunflowers and daisies. They're just so vibrant and beautiful. And I'm just sensing that you probably have a very wonderful fragrant smell about you as well. Maybe you have this wonderful cologne or perfume that you use, maybe you get complimented on. And that's not for everybody, it's just for a select few. So for clarifiers, for the clarifier of the fortune's wheel, we have the number 21. It can be broken to the number 3 for strategy. So you're someone who's very competent, very intelligent. They see you as someone who is good to have on their team. Maybe with teamwork, such as different programs, different different paths, different is whatever they have going in their life, that whatever it is going, they want you on their team because you bring luck, you bring intelligence with you. Okay, to clarify the page of water, we have the number 2 for journey. So it's like some excitement of something new coming in. This may be the beginning of a journey with somebody. Maybe it's the very fresh start of teamwork. Maybe with, if it's romantic interest, this is the start of this, those fresh feelings, of excitement and wonder when you start a new relationship. If this is teamwork in a project, such as work or school, this is the feelings of success, excitement, feelings like you're going to succeed. To clarify the Sun card, we have the number 34, which can be broken into number 7, door to personal healing and happiness. That's so beautiful because the doors look golden. It leads out to this beautiful scene with a dove and a rainbow. It's just full of hope and happiness. And so this person you're thinking of sees you as someone who's ready to leap out onto this adventure, to take this new journey, whatever it may be in your life and in their life. They see you as someone who is intelligent and, someone who has good, positive thoughts and aspirations for the future and the outcome of whatever it is you're doing together or intending to do together. You bring positive vibrations and just this really happy, energetic energy about yourself. And with the door to personal healing and happiness, it's like a breath of fresh air is what I'm hearing. We have the number 18, which can be broken to number 9, gula, which is healing. So you possibly help this person heal, possibly because, of course, also with this door to personal healing and happiness, you see it looks kind of dark on the inside, but once you open the doors, it's like they maybe had some loneliness, or didn't feel like they fit in, or whatever the case may be with your person. But when you came in, it's like you opened the door, and you came into their life, and it's like all, it's helping them heal through your positive energy. You may resonate as being a ray of light. And then we have in these cards, I'm using them as just as an oracle, but that's not what they were intended for. But this card is in Gemini. It talks that Gemini is like it's an air energy. So air energy has to do with communication, information, data, learning new things. You may be someone who's helping them. You're teaching them how to deal with life. And in that process, it heals them. It gives them clarity about, their soul journey and their purpose. And they're so grateful for you in their life. Again, like I said earlier, that breath of fresh air. So you may or may not have Gemini in your chart somewhere. You don't necessarily have to. It's just that energy of air and that great asset of being able to communicate. And you're good at putting your point across and also recognizing other people's point of view. So it's like you're a good mediator. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, those that picked pile option number 1. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile 2. Okay, those of you that picked pile option number 2 with this tree agate. So I love the tree agate. I like how it's got the green mixed into that white. So the tree agate is considered a stone of inner peace. It's combined with clear quartz to deepen meditation and prayer. It calms nerves. It brings focus to the ones of us all, dissolving egoism and arrogance. Eases relationship problems with our children. Boosts immune system. Relates the balance of water in the body. Clears energy blockages in the nadis. Helps connect to the natural cycles of life. And it opens up one to the flow of abundance and prosperity. All right, so let's see how your person's perception is of you. How do they view you? Now, however it resonates in your situation. So we have the number 8 for strength. So you're someone who has a very strong countenance. You lean on your own personal strength due to the experiences that you've had in your life. We have the page of fire. So fire energy, that's someone who's passionate, expresses themselves in a very passionate, fiery manner. The pages has to do with a more youthful energy, something that's just beginning, something that just begun. Maybe you yourself or your person you're thinking of is a younger type of energy. We have the 9 of Earth. So the 9 of Earth, this is more of the independent. Like you pay your own bills, you pay your own rent, you have your own vehicle. If you want something, you get it yourself. You don't rely on other people. Just very very self-containing, very independent, very confident, and probably done this through your own life experiences. For clarifiers, for the strength card, we have the number 1, the Sun card. So even though you do, sometimes I'm sensing that for some people, you may be kind of intimidating because of your strength, but you come from a place of pure intentions. You come to, your intention is to be a ray of light and ray of hope for other people. I'm sensing you may be someone who, your view is maybe someone who would advocate for like women's rights, or for example, in my life, I'm trying to advocate right now for prisoners' rights, such as their human rights. You're probably one of these innovative people that tries to express themselves in a positive, motivational way for inspiration, and you use your strengths to get your point across. To clarify the page of fire, we have the number 49, which can break into the number 13. Again, breaks into the number 4 for stability, and it's the angel of love. So it's like you become passionate and fired up for things that you care about, for whether it's people or circumstances. It's it's like there's no hose bar. You're going to light the path for whatever your mission in your heart is, whether that's for people and human rights, or whether that's for children, fight against abuse, or for women's rights, or against neglect, or against abusive relationships. Whatever your fight may be that burns the passion in your soul, you do it with all your heart and all your might. We have the 9 of Earth, and to clarify that, we have the number 30, which can break into number 3, the garden and the gate. So it's like you use your independence and your own personal prosperity and abundance. And even for those of you, you have to remember this isn't your perception, this is their perception of you. They see you as prosperous and abundant and able to stand on your own 2 feet. But not only that, you're compassionate. You're generous. We have the garden at the gate. It's like, I'm not going to sit here behind the gate and just be stingy, with my abundance and my resources. I'm thinking how I can help others with them as well. I'm going to open that gate and I'm going to look and see how I can refresh other people's lives. We have the number 22, says iris communication. So again, with whatever it is that you go for, you definitely have a way with words. You have a way of communicating what you're fired up about. You may be someone who debates, maybe someone who brings light into situations and circumstances. And then we have in Capricorn. So you are dedicated to get physical changes made, and that's how they see you. You're very dedicated. You're very focused on the end goal. You make sure you communicate and with a place from positive and loving energy, okay, to help others and not just yourself. Even though they view you as someone who is independently self-contained, they see that you are someone who also takes what you have and you've earned on your own to help others in need. So I hope this resonates. If it does, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I am going to get moved on to those that picked pile option number 3. Okay, hello y'all, those that picked option number 3 with this Andalusite. Say it correctly, right? Andalusite. So this is just a magnificent stone. Let me tell you why. So this stone, the Andalusite, is also called the seeing stone. Now, so if you look at the cross shape on it, it's referred to as the Chaostolite, or in other words, it's like the fairy cross. It promotes the desire for self-realization by helping one to rebalance and realign. It helps release blockages that are caused by anger, anxiety, and stress and hurt. It is also a protective stone and is used to ward off the evil eye. It allows one to view different facets of one's character while remaining grounded and unbiased about the results. And it also promotes rationality, stimulates memory and recollection. Okay, so how does our person, whoever we're thinking of, what's their perception of us? Remember, this isn't your perception of yourself. This is this other person or people's perception of you. Whether this is co-workers or your boss, or it could be your friend, it could be your lover, it could be your enemy, it could be the person you hope to connect with in a romantic way. But let's look at whoever it is that you're thinking of. How do they perceive you? So we have the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air, that's like the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, now, she is someone who's fair and she's just. But at the same time, we always have the positive and negative aspects of ourselves. At the same time, she's someone who's going to cut through the bullshit, right? She wants honesty. She wants truth. And she will stand up for the truth. She's going to make sure she finds out. You may be someone who is really good at detective work, is what I'm sensing. Someone who's which is reminding me of my daughter's stepmother. She's someone who loves to do this little detective work, and like if she wants to find something out, she's going to dig and dig and dig until she gets to that truth. And then if it's something she don't like, she's going to cut it out. She's going to cut the bullshit out. And then we have the Four of Air. Four of air, like swords. We have a lot of air here already. Air is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You don't have to have those in your chart. Your person may have them in their chart somewhere. Does not necessarily mean their sun sign, okay? But air energy has to do with communication, information, learning things, gaining clarity. The Four of Air, however, has to do with taking a break, meditation, going off to our own self, okay? Trying to gain reflection from our inner voice. Then we have the number 12, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has to do, depends on what situation is. Sometimes it has to do with being stuck in a standstill, stuck in a rut. For other people, it has to do with learning a new perception, learning a new point of view. Beautiful cards, by the way. So the Queen of Air, we have the Queen of Air clarified by the number 10, which can be broken into the number 1 for storm warning. Again, maybe you got fired up about some stuff. Maybe there was disagreements. Maybe some miscommunication. Maybe there's some stuff, maybe some outside circumstances happened that has just came in and brought in this tornado or this hurricane and actually really effed some stuff up, right? And it's like the Queen of Air comes in and she's like, okay, enough with the chaos. We ain't gonna deal with no chaos here. We're gonna come in and we're gonna get this shit straightened up. Let's calm down and find out what the truth is. So they see you as someone who, no matter what the chaos is or the circumstances or the stress or anxiety that's going in, you're going to be, standing there in your wisdom and getting to the truth of the matter and helping people justly and fairly find a good balance. To clarify the Four of Air, we have the number 18, which can be broken to number 9. And it's anxiety. Now, 9 is coming to the end of a cycle. The 10s are the end of the cycle, but number 9s are coming to the end of the cycle. So it's coming to the end of your anxiety. So you're someone, they see you as someone who, when things get really hard, when it's getting overwhelming, you will take a time out for yourself. To rebalance, to meditate, and to find your inner peace. To clarify the Hanged Man, I actually had 2 cards come out. The first one is number 42, which can be broken to number 6. Woman holding a coin. So they see you as someone who is open to finding new means to maybe, for example, if there's a problem, they see you as someone who is willing to look at all possibilities in order to find a resolution. Whether that's a monetary or financial problem, you're willing to find that solution. It's also clarified by the number 17, which has been broken to the number 8, action. So you're willing to find that solution, wherever it may be, and take action. Even if it's a new, different, innovative way of taking action. Maybe they see you as someone who, if they've always done things a certain way, you can come in and teach them a new way of doing it, of completing it. We have the number 25 for Kali, liberation. Now, Kali is a goddess who is a force to be reckoned with. I love Kali energy. Now, it says liberation. The thing about Kali, sometimes she's often seen as a destructive force, but it's not that she's intending to be a destructive force. It's more like the Tower card, where you're being forced to make changes. And again, it has to do with this cutting out the bullshit, things that no longer serve us, so that way you can gain something more prosperous, something that's better for you. And this person sees you as someone who is a force to be reckoned with, that's going to cut out bullshit and make sure that action in a new, innovative way will happen. New, where there's new ideas, right? And then we have in the second house, this talks about your beliefs, your values, and your resources. So, so the way I'm channeling this, because I'm just using, it's not what the card was intended for. Those cards, these, these were intended not for that, but I'm using it for Oracle. So it's like you're going to find new resources, and that's how they view you. You're very valuable. You're very innovative. You have great communication, and you take action. You do what you say and say what you do, and that's how they view you. So I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for clicking on my video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.